All right, I'll see if I can go back to the drawing board here with the other properties, and if anything changes, let me know.
Okay. Sounds
Awesome.
good. Thank
Okay.
you, Dan.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Fuck. I fucking knew it. God damn it. So, this North Miami Beach property, it's in the submarket of North Miami Beach, then in the submarket cluster called the North Shore. This particular market traditionally trades at about a 4.5 cap. I have a property that I'm very close to having locked up for like a 6.25 cap. These don't come up. It's been completely renovated. Owner wants to put his capital somewhere else. So, very interesting property. Love the North Miami market. Right now, it's kind of a weird market because all of Florida is getting hit with massive insurance rate hikes, which is, I guess, neither here nor there. But I guess I'll discuss that really quick. So in that kind of situation, there's three things that will happen. Number one, either nothing will change with respect to insurance rates, and unfortunately, the tenants will bear the brunt of the rate hikes based on lease rate hikes or rental rate hikes. So landlords will always make money no matter what. If the property becomes more expensive to rent, the rental rates go up. Simple as that. Or more expensive to own, the rental rates will go up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. People won't leave Miami. The rent will just continue to skyrocket. Okay?
Yeah.
Florida will end up becoming a very expensive place to be. Number two option, the insurance companies realize, hey, we can't do this anymore. We have to bring our rates down. It's unreasonable. We have to do it. The third option, the government gets involved and puts, concessions in place, forces insurance companies to reduce their rates, stuff like that. Because to some extent, like the banking industry, the insurance industry is hand in hand with the government. So, as you can imagine, in response to huge increases in rental rates, you're going to have this fucking mutiny on your hands from the government, especially locally in Florida.
Yeah.
People are going to be really pissed, and it's going to come back to the insurance companies, which is why the rental rates are so high. So at that point, it very well may be a situation where the government needs to step in, which I am not a fan of. However, it is what it is. Going back to the deal, I literally was on the phone with her on Monday, and I've talked about this before. I talked about this in relation to the golf course, and I've done a lot of deals in this particular period of time where over the Christmas holiday, people shut down. They don't do anything. They don't make moves. They don't do anything. I don't do that. I keep going, and lo and behold, I was literally on the phone with this woman on, I'm pretty sure it was like Monday night, because she mentioned that she'd have a signed PSA sent to me on Monday night after the holiday, because we had discussed purchase price and terms, all that stuff, Friday morning, the last business day up until New Year's Eve or New Year's. And, we had discussed all the terms, but we were working out this deal. Same thing with Phoenix, the Phoenix deal that we have. I was working all these details out over the holidays. The Phoenix deal, we pretty much got on lock. The North Miami one is with the lawyers right now on their side, the seller side, because there's a little bit of a nuance where the owner previously split apart so they have 2-story, 1-bedrooms in this unit. What they did was they split the first story and the second story and made them into efficiencies. It's the only 2 efficiencies in the entire building, but they did it illegally. So obviously with this big renovation of the property, an inspector came through and was like, "What the fuck is this?" So they have to do. They have to. I can't remember exactly what it's called. There's like there's a term for it. There's like an open permit, call it, where the seller had to submit a permit. Fuck, this is her right now. Hey, how are you?
Good, Dan. How are you doing?
Good, you?
All this was. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so I wanted to let you know that we actually received another offer for the property. It's not my buyer. It's not someone who came to me direct, but it is a cash offer, and they came in very aggressively, much closer to the list price than we originally started.
Interesting.
So the home insight, they're at 6.5. In their cash, they're willing to take the violation, just the escrow credit as well. But they, they're just cash. So for the owner, they just feel, given the violation situation and knowing that they want to close sooner, they just feel that the cash there's not any condition with the lender in the violation. So with cash, they kind of avoid any lender conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have to go through the due diligence period.
Got it.
So we've actually been working on a couple of things. One of the things was because they have been working so slowly and so delayed in submitting the permits to the city, they were slapped with another violation, and it's more serious and it's really related to just the lack of activity. And I know he's been waiting for one final document, but I'm like, this one final document for you to submit is going to just wreak havoc on the property with the city, and just because of all of the things that have been going on. So for them, just so you understand, he got a violation for doing work without a permit. He got that in June, so we're now over the 6-month mark. So he was hit with a violation they call as an unsafe structure. And they slapped that on there because they're like, hey, we know you were doing work without a permit. You still don't have any plans of the work that you do without a permit. We don't know what you did. And so therefore, we feel your structure is unsafe, and now we're going to give you this second violation. And that second violation, if you don't take action, then they can actually come and pull the meters. They can remove the utilities from the building.
Wow.
Yes. So that was what I was kind of working with him on that yesterday. It was like, you just really, that document you've been waiting for, you just need to light some fire under someone to get that to you so you can submit. 'Cause it's the only thing he needs to submit the permits and get a process number, and that stops the violation from getting worse.
Got it.
So in all of that, he got this other offer that came in, and I wanted to talk to you about it to see how you wanted to proceed. I didn't want to hold you up either because I know you have a few other options out there.
Yeah.
But how do you want to handle this?
Yeah, I guess I'll rescind mine, essentially. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I was hoping we could do some other things, but I totally understand. It's it's tough to compete with a cash offer, unless you're going to be willing to remove that contingency. Because I think for the owner, they're always going to go for cash and just have that more of a surety.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless there's something else that so that I feel like a decent amount of time has gone by that was unfortunate, and it seems like it seems like the seller wanted to kind of drag it on, to be honest, because of this type of scenario. But I almost kind of seen the writing on the wall here. But unless you have something else that you would recommend I come in at, but other than that, I don't think I'd be willing to go cash based on all of the nuances, especially.
Right, and it is this violation is try to be as transparent as I can, and that to give you all the information, so that you're aware. But that's it's not an easy thing to accept.
Yeah,
in that sense. Especially if you're not local or know the city and the municipality. It's just one of those things. I do have 2 other properties coming up, and I have mentioned them to you. I think I actually sent them to you. We're getting ready to put those into market, so we're going to have more of a marketing materials put together, and then I'm happy to send that to you. And then anything else that we have coming coming in this area, I'll certainly keep you posted.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you still mentioned that Mykonos building. That's still available, right?
That is still available. In fact, I was talking to the owner earlier today, and that's more of a value add.
Yeah.
You'd have to do some work to it, but he's taken it to a certain level, and those rents there right now, my least expensive studio in Miami Beach is $1,650.
Interesting.
I've been getting about $1,700 for my average, where it's slightly updated interior, but no impact windows, similar AC as they have here. So I think that, and he has his rents right now at about $1,250.
Oh, okay.
If you're financing it, you're probably leveraging more, and then doing a cash out refinance, or you kind of pay the cash, get the upgrades done, and then do the cash out refi. Got it.
Okay, interesting. And I understand, from my discussions with a lot of people down there, you guys are getting hit with outrageous insurance increases.
Sorry.
Yeah. How is that affecting? So I guess number one, the OMs that you're sending me, are you pricing in, updated insurance, pro forma rates?
I do,
yeah. Okay.
But I can't give you, it's until someone tells me, hey, I'm ready to buy, I'm going to close on this date.
Yeah.
You're not getting insurance. In fact, most of my insurance agents are like, look, you need to just get your liability now.
Interesting.
And get your windstorm in 2 or 3 months.
Oh.
Things go down.
Interesting.
Because of all of the issues with Fort Myers. They have so many claims there, and then there's so many insurance companies are like, hey, we're not even underwriting anything in Florida right now.
Yeah.
It becomes a little bit more challenging to get that insurance in place.
Got it.
So if you're looking at anything in this area, I would certainly start talking to your insurance agent, while you're looking at the property.
Yeah.
Or right when you're in due diligence, when it starts, so that you know what that cost is going to be. Until you have to have all of that, the details on the property before they'll even give you a quote.
Got it. Okay. Awesome. And that Byron property, the Mykonos property, that was a dormant condo association as well, right?
In which property? I'm sorry.
The Mykonos property on Byron.
That's all owned under one folio, and it's just it's 2 folios, 7717 and 7725.
Okay.
But they're apartment buildings, not condos.
Okay. Was there another property that you had that was
7610 Byron?
610 Byron was individual folios.
7610 Byron, individual folios, all owned under one entity,
but
all condo units.
And is that is not the owner of Carlisle?
Correct.
Okay.
Different owner.
Got it. Okay. Okay, maybe that's some. I do like that kind of situation. That's a unique situation for it. What's the deal with that property again?
That one, it's kind of interesting. There was a condo developer, a condo converter back in the mid 2000s that was condo converting these, kind of MIMO style buildings, the garden style apartment buildings in North Beach, and 7325 Carlisle and 7610 Byron were done by the same original developer. So as far as the interiors, you have impact windows, upgraded electric, updated kitchens, because at this point they're reaching that 15 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
But this current owner has gone in and kind of given a refresh to those units. He's refreshed the exterior of the building. The roofs are a concrete tile roof, but I don't know the age of it. We don't know when they were last replaced. And that's one of those things with insurance. It makes it a little bit more challenging to get your wind insurance. So they will want someone to certify that it has at least 6 years of life left in order to insure it.
Got it. Interesting.
It's watertight. They don't have any issues. But again, it's not so much the condition of the roof as it is the age of it and how much time a roof inspector will tell you it has.
Got it. Okay, interesting.
But that one, it's got 10 studios, 10 one-bedrooms, great location. It's a corner property, and it's about 3 blocks to the beach.
Interesting. Okay, and that's going to trade for around.
He's going to list it for 6.5.
Okay, and it's not. So it's not on the market.
Probably somewhere in that low 6 range.
Okay, all right.
And he's a pretty one of my favorite properties, that property owners that we work with, because he's just kind of a solid, old-fashioned kind of gentleman. He bought these cash. He's kind of come through there, renovated it, but he doesn't try to chop up the units too much. He just tries to make them look nice and clean and ready for someone else. So he's refreshed all the hallways. He's refreshed the exterior of the building. He's added more laundry units, so there used to only be one washer and dryer. He was able to fit another washer and dryer, which is very helpful. And hopefully, I think a new buyer will go in and not have to do too much to the property.
Got it.
And he has only one vacancy right now.
Okay, interesting. Okay, any value add situation with low rents currently?
Let me see on there.
I fucking knew this was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. It doesn't take this long for a lawyer to get back. Not for somebody that is like a good fucking organized fucking mover or fucking shot caller. You know what I'm saying? Down there, which apparently this guy is.
He has a couple. So right now he's getting about $36,935 in monthly rent, and your market rent's probably up closer to $42,000.
Okay, all right, fair enough. And this will trade for what kind of cap currently with current rents?
The current rents are at a 4.5, 4.6.
Got it. Okay, interesting. Okay. All right, fair enough. Okay. So would you say that the Carlisle building that we were speaking about earlier, that I had the LOI in on, would it be the violations that were driving the cap rate up? Is that essentially the narrative on that property?
The work that he did without permits, yes, in converting the units from 1 bedrooms to 2 bedrooms. Because even on the units that he didn't do the major upgrade to, which is what caused the violation, he was increasing those rents to $22.50 for a 2-bedroom 1 bath with a panel.
Got it.
Instead of a drywall, he was just putting up a panel. Yeah. And for that, we were getting $22.50.
Okay, so basically, as it sits, it's around a 4.5 current rents, and then what you're saying is that once you push past 6, that's the pro forma that you put together.
Correct, and he's there because he's converted all the units, all 16 1-bedrooms to 2 bedrooms. The ones he could convert, he converted them.
I gotcha. Interesting. Okay. All right. I'll see if I can go back to the drawing board here with the other properties, and if anything changes, let me know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Fuck. I fucking knew it. God damn it. Anyways,
do you feel like all of the...
I didn't even finish my fucking thought process here. Anyways, before I even go on this fucking tangent, lo and behold, on Monday night when I was talking to her, she basically, in so many words, said the reason why you're getting this property for what you're getting it for is because everybody's sleeping right now and you're not. And the owner wants to offload it for whatever he wants to move into another project, which is very typical over in the U.S. because the markets there are liquid. Yeah. They have 1031 exchanges, so properties are able to hit the market without capital gains taxed up the ass like we see in Canada. So, but, I knew something was... Anytime there's delays like this, and she made it very clear to me that, early on I was coming in at a 6 mil or 6 mil 50. This property was on the market for, I don't even know if it was on the market, to be honest with you. It might have been a pocket deal she had. 6.85. I originally came in at a $6,050,000 offer. They came back at $6.45 million. I came back at $6.15 million. And she came back and said, hey, I don't think the owner will go any below 6.25. So I said, okay, I'll do it for 6.25, but that's my best and last offer. And she texts me back saying, okay, great, we have a deal. Then she texts me back after that. This was on the weekend of, I think this was like New Year's Eve on like the Saturday. And she was like, sorry, I misread his email, which stated that we'll do, I can't remember exactly what she said. Something to the effect of, I thought he meant 6.25 plus a $200,000 holdback for the outstanding permits. But what he meant was not combined. He wants a 6.45 million purchase price with the $200,000 holdback. So I said, okay, send me back the offer, which here's a tip. Sometimes it's worth just signing that fucking thing. Okay, seriously, and locking that shit up. Okay, regardless. Because if I would have signed that original offer, I would have had the building on lock. And then if these nuances with the outstanding permits, now that she's saying that, I don't think that's the situation that I actually want to get into. Especially if she's telling me that this could be a little bit of a pretty big issue with outstanding permits and, you know, all that kind of shit. It's probably a good idea I walk away from this.
I have a gut feeling that cash buyer, as they look into it more deeply, they're going to pull out and she's going to be calling you again.
Maybe. But at the end of the day, if, again, properties in this submarket trade for 4.5% cap rate, that property, because they've moved up the rent so fast, like what we've done on North Miami, it's trading in the 6s now. Mm-hmm. If they clear all these permits out, if it takes this long to clear out, like, the guy might as well just fucking clear them out. Just fucking clear them out and
you mean the seller.
The seller, yeah. The seller might as well just clear the fucking permits out, even if he's got to go back into a bridge, a temporary bridge, or get into a private mortgage where he's paying up the ass on interest. Just fucking clear them out. Take the 6 months or the 3 months or whatever to clear out the open permits or whatever.
Trade it at a 4.5.
And just fucking put it back on the market for a 4.5. Yeah. Obviously, someone's gonna buy it. So, anyways, I thought I had a fucking sweet ass deal on that property because everybody else was sleeping, which is exactly what she said. But lo and behold, I knew it. Whenever you have offers like this that kind of take an unreasonable amount of time, something's up. Yeah. I feel I had a gut feeling something was up, and that's why I was pushing this fucking this realtor here to get me a response and get me that fucking signed PSA or the adjusted PSA from their sellers, because I knew what the fuck was going to happen. I knew that after this break, just like the golf course, people are going to start coming out of the woodwork, and lo and behold, here we fucking are. And I knew that the sellers knew that. Mm-hmm. And this kind of market, people go in cash all the time. They go in cash all the time, and they fucking figure it out after. And that's what I do, just on a smaller scale.
Yeah,
that's it. Fuck.
Well, that
whatever.
What it is. Well, I was gonna say, what do you think about that Mykonos deal? Because that one actually sounds pretty interesting. It sounds like a Bayview Palms sort of deal. What do you not like about that one?
It's not going to have good leverage just because the cap rate's low, right? What I might do is I might send.
But couldn't you do like a 1 to 2 year bridge with like getting the rents up? Because she said it was at $1,250 and it should be at like $1,650.
I know. I don't mind that. You know what I mean? I don't know if that Mykonos deal is where, the rents need to be at $1,700 after a reno. You get what I mean?
She said that it was.
After a reno?
After a late reno, yeah, that it will require some upfront CapEx.
To get to 17.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't...
Like, if we run the numbers, like that concept, I mean, is very similar to Bayview Palms.
Yeah,
where we'd have to...
I get it.
Where we'd have to maybe get into like a 1 to 2 year bridge, get do a CapEx raise up front for however much is required for the actual renovations, telling investors, hey, listen, like there's not going to be cash flow in the first 2 years, right?
Yeah.
But once we get up to 1,700, the value of the property is going to be X. We're going to have cash flow of this, and in 3 to 5 years, we can turn it over.
I don't disagree, but I like the location of this one way better.
Is it that much better?
Yeah. It's in like a really nice look, and not.
Well, I remember you showing me that it was like literally down the street from the fucking 5-star resorts.
Yeah. Now these properties are not far from that either.
Yeah.
However, these properties are actually probably long term a better deal than that current one, only because it's the area is gentrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that area had already. Right, that area right there on that. I'm pointing over here like I don't even know why, but that area
is
on
it
that
further north up the peninsula, or where's the Mykonos one?
It's those ones I believe are further south. Or sorry, those are further north. The one that I had this hopeful LOI on, accepted LOI, is further south. So it moves up, right? It's moving up. So there might be more of an opportunity because those ones are actually closer to Bayview Palms, and look what's happening with Bayview Palms. So it was just cleaner. There was no time delays. We just walk in there, start making money. Yeah. That's what I like. It's an easier sell. Yeah. That's the only reason. I'll go back and find something because I like the area. I do. I like the fucking area. But again, there's no impact windows, and that affects insurance and like all kinds of dumb shit like that.
What are impact windows?
Like when a hurricane rolls by, like you're not gonna have like crazy shattered windows and like that kind of shit, right? So they're just meant for impact. Yeah. There's like a certain rating on the windows where if something hits it, it won't break. So then you have a building with like all fucking blown out windows when a storm rolls through, right?
Yeah.
So and
we need those on the bus.
Honestly, fuck, I'm telling you, like legit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was fucking brutal. But my bus driver blew out he got too close to something as he was going through customs, and he fucking took out a window on the limo bus. Fuck. That's it. So, all right, well, god damn it. It's just a nice building. It's easy to sell. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bitch.
Looking back on kind of everything that had happened, what would you have done differently?
I would have signed that 6.45 PSA that came
while
through.
Everyone was sleeping.
Yeah. Because I did get it. I got it back. I don't know that I. Yeah.
In that moment, why didn't you just want to push back a little more?
Actually, no, I didn't. She came. I sent in the PSA at 6.15. Sorry,
6.2.
No, 6. No, we didn't go back and forth with a signed PSA. So I'm going to give people advice. So, and this is what I did. But not throughout the entire process because I wanted to move quick. I originally went in at $6,050,000. They came back at 645. Okay, they did not sign a PSA back
at 645.
645.
So they just verbally. Okay.
Always get that signed deal back. Okay, always get it back. Anytime there's discussion of something, get that fucking redlined and get it back.
Put it in writing.
Yes, because once you get it back, you sign that, fucking deal's locked. Okay, which I didn't have it, and lo and behold, they come back 645. Right, and we're still trying to negotiate, but you can negotiate in the back end while still having that signed $6.45 million PSA in your hands.
Because it's not active until you sign it.
Exactly, yeah. But I signed that, we got a deal.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have a deal because we were going back verbally, and I never got that 6.45 deal signed PSA back. Now, that's not to say that they would have done it.
Right.
I'm saying at that point, when she was like, "Oh, sorry, I misunderstood his email," at that point, I said, "Okay, let me go back to the group and let me see if they'll accept 645 because I don't want to be like, okay, I just told you my last is 6.25. What am I going to be? I'm going to be that asshole that comes back and be like, oh, okay, no problem. I'll just go up $200,000 on a fucking whim. Let me go back to the group and run my numbers. But I told her, send me back a signed 6.45 PSA. But they never did because of this reason. Either number one, the outstanding nuances that came to light as of late were not clear to the current seller or whatever, or they were waiting till after the holidays for a cash offer, which is what she had explained to me when we were working out this, that the buyer wanted originally, but we were going to go into escrow.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.